We're here outside the Super Bowl in Atlanta, and I'm pleased to be joined by Brett O'Brien. He's the head of Gatorade. Thanks for coming on here with me.
Thanks for having us.
So awesome. Is this the biggest week of the year for your company?
You know, it is in terms of exposure and in terms of the ability to showcase what we do better than really any other time. I mean, you know, it's such a massive sporting event. There's no better time than to see Gatorade on the sidelines, fueling the athletes, and so many people watching that happen.
What about sales, though? Is this the #1 week of sales over the 52-week season?
You know, it's not. I think you'll see that the trends with Gatorade, especially as the weather heats up around the country, tend to dip higher, or to go up higher. But just from a pure exposure and just showing off like what makes Gatorade, this is super important for us.
So what are a couple of fun things special for 2019 that you guys are showing off?
Yeah, we've got a bunch of fun things. So we actually, for those people who come into the Super Bowl and come into Atlanta and spend some time here, they want to work out. And so one of the things we did is created a peach flavor, which is really fun for folks to experience the loveliness of peach around Atlanta, but to also be fueled the right way with Gatorade through their workouts. We're talking a lot this year about Gatorade Zero, which launches now.
I've seen them popping up a lot more now.
And what's really cool about Gatorade Zero is it gives athletes a choice. It lets them kind of monitor and choose what they want for a sport fuel, depending on what type of activity they're doing. And so we're talking about range of portfolio, and Gatorade Zero offers a really great addition to that. So we're really excited about talking about that too.
There's always that discussion about betting on the color of the Gatorade that gets dumped on the coach at the end. Who is making the decision of what color goes in there? Is that you? Do you have the answers?
You know what? I'll tell you what. I wish it was, because my friends would be really happy about the Vegas prop bet. But no, you know, it actually comes down to the players. It's really all about them. They work directly with the trainers and say, this is, as a vote, this is what we want.
The players will say, we want blue,
yeah,
we
they'll
want
vote.
red.
They'll vote and say, this is the flavor that we want the most. And so you may have seen Todd Gurley came out and said, it's Ice Punch. And so everyone went crazy. And I think the #1 prop bet right now is clear for Gatorade. And that's awesome. I love that. I don't know what the Rams are voting on in terms of whether it is Ice Punch or whether it's something else, but we'll see.
So I've seen that at some places, at some sports books, instead of saying what Gatorade color is being poured on, they'll say what color of the liquid is being poured on. Do you guys want the brand name part of the bet, or do you not want the brand name part of the bet?
You know, I think they're hedging their bets there, because I think what they're saying is if it's clear, hey, maybe it's water. Well, it's probably Ice Punch, and that's why it's clear. But no, of course, it's Gatorade. Everybody knows, like, that iconic Gatorade dunk. That's the symbol of victory, and that's how you know you won. And it's not we got dumped with liquid. It's we got a Gatorade dunk.
How do you compete with some of these upstarts like Body Armor, some of the Powerade competition, all these other guys that are out there that are doing maybe a lower calorie thing or a coconut water thing? Yeah. There's a lot more in this space now.
Yeah. You know, there is. I think our #1 priority is how do we make sure that we fuel athletes the best we possibly can. And so it's working in the locker rooms all the time. It's talking with athletes. It's making sure that we're monitoring and making sure we've got the right products for athletes, whatever type of athlete they are. And so that's our #1 focus. As long as we know that we can hydrate athletes better than anybody, that's what we're going to continue to do, and we feel great about that.
Who does Team Gatorade root for, Rams or Patriots?
Well, that's a good question. So Team Gatorade, Todd Gurley is one of our guys, and we love Todd Gurley. And so I'm so excited to see him on the Rams sideline and see him in the game, and I hope the best for him. He's just awesome. But I grew up like 5 minutes from the stadium where the Patriots play, so I have my own personal bias. I'm happy either way. I'm so happy for Todd. I'm happy for the Rams. So happy for the Patriots. They're both big Gatorade teams. We love working with them, so either way is a win for us.
Brett, thank you so much for coming on CNBC.
Thanks for having us.
Good luck this weekend.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.